right, so who are you?
I'm Laura. Hello, everyone.
Very nice to meet you. Thank you so much for meeting with us. This is really cool just to find out more about this whole project.
No, thanks for including us.
Yeah, so we've been walking through Philipsburg and we noticed all these incredible murals everywhere. And you're the person who understands more about what these are, why they're here, what they're about.
About 2 years ago now, I was getting jealous of all the other mural projects around the world, and I thought Dutch Sint Maarten also deserved one.
Perfect.
So together with Be the Change Foundation, we basically wrote the project and applied for a grant. As part of the grant, we made 12 murals. The idea behind it is, of course, that since Hurricane Irma and now the pandemic, as you might have noticed, Philipsburg might not be totally revitalized yet, so it can definitely use some love. In addition, we also want to promote our local artists because we have a lot of talented artists on this small island that don't really get the chance to promote themselves internationally. And we want to support businesses in the neighborhood as well. So we're hoping that more people visit Philipsburg because they want to take photos of the murals, and then in turn they'll see a store and think, hey, let's go inside there, or let's go buy a drink at a bar.
I was going to say, it's definitely working. I'm going to say that now. Like we find ourselves walking up and down the main streets because we keep finding more of these.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a great way to see there's a few monuments in between as well. And just to kind of explore areas that you might not normally explore. This way people can really spend the afternoon walking around town. And I think if you would do the full circle, you'd probably hit around 150 to 200 businesses. Different clothing stores and restaurants and little vendors and stuff like that. So it's more that it was a concentrated area for us.
Yeah, absolutely. And wow, it's so effective.
Yeah.
Brightens the place up, brings everything to life.
So this is kind of the first mural. I think it's a nice kind of title one to start at. So that's why we're here. And obviously, like, it's got color all over it. Is that like a big theme of the whole project?
One of the things that we really wanted to do is encourage people to market our island. Our sole income is tourism, so we wanted it to be colorful and photo-friendly. You know, in the Instagram age, everybody wants to take photos, so it had to be photo-friendly. It was one of the requirements, which is also why most of the murals are so colorful.
Got you, okay. And then you touched on it actually as well. History was an interesting thread we've noticed. Because we actually just passed a mural, which is the Diamond Run, it was called.
Yeah, there's a few historical murals. The Ministry of Culture was one of the sponsors for the project. The Diamond Estate mural, it celebrates a historic moment. It was a plantation that lied between Colby and Marigot. It was on the Dutch side. And at the time, it was 1848. And that was the year of that slavery was abolished on the French side, so in French territories.
Okay.
It took another 15 years before slavery was abolished on the Dutch side. 2 days later, 26 slaves from the Dutch side, they ran to freedom over to the French side and were free. So amazing. I think even the Dutch side, whoever was in charge at the time, appealed to the French side to bring back the slaves, and they refused because that was against the law at that point. Yeah.
Wow.
So every year on the Dutch side of Sint Maarten, they do a reenactment of the run to freedom. And the artist who painted this mural, she was invited to walk along with that reenactment, and she felt very honored, and she wanted to put that in her mural. So she wanted to celebrate that moment. And it turned out to be a beautiful mural for sure.
Absolutely. It's incredible. It totally brings the side of that building to life in such a wonderful way. And it's really nice to know there's so much more behind the story of it as well. So
very important moment for the island. And we're happy that it's celebrated a bit more and more people can get to know about that moment.
In so many of the different murals, you've got all these, like all the symbolism of Sint Maarten. So you've got the flamboyant tree and you've got the dancing and everything. It really feels like it is representing the place, and even though they're so unique and different as well.
Yeah, and definitely some of the artists, they put kind of hints in there, you know, celebrating Sint Maarten. There's a lot of celebration to the island in the murals. So that's nice as well.
You sort of touched on this as well, the interactive elements. So like we saw the swing.
Yeah, so again, we really encouraged artists to think about how they want visitors or residents who are looking at the murals to interact with them. So yeah, and I think that worked out for most of the murals very well.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, we still have to hunt down the wings.
It's by an artist who does a lot of fantasy characters. He's actually works for Disney and Pixar, and he moved here, I think, like 10 years ago. So he wanted that fantasy element in his mural. And so yeah, I think it's a butterfly and I think within the shapes, you see other shapes.
Oh, amazing. Okay, I can't wait to find that one.
Yeah.
Is there one that kind of stands out to you more that's your favorite, or you're not allowed to say that?
I was about to say,
I'm not allowed to say that.
I just have to ask, because you mentioned about it a few times, you were talking about the foundation as a whole. So what other projects have been going on?
So Be the Change Foundation, they basically wanted to actually initially support other organizations. So what they have on a yearly basis is mini grants. They also provide scholarships for students who need a little extra help. And then what's coming up in the end of May, we also execute the largest volunteer event on the island. So this year we have 90 projects that are happening on May 28th and 29th.
Oh my goodness.
And normally around 1,500 to 1,800 people come out to volunteer.
That's incredible.
So yeah, that's a yearly event that we've done for the 7th time this year in a row. The projects are often small because they have to be finished in those 2 days.
I see.
But we spruce up playgrounds, we do mural projects, we do painting of daycares or schools, beach cleanups, animal projects where, they build animal houses for, stray animals, I don't know, everything that you can think of. We hope that that next year we have an additional 6 to 10 murals.
Oh, brilliant.
I would really like to extend the mural project a bit further into the town, so into Philipsburg, and really make it a full circle, do a few little repairs here and there, and really make it a fully sustainable art walk that everybody can enjoy once they come to the island.
Absolutely incredible. Wow.
Brilliant.
I feel so fortunate to have had the chance to meet you. Not just appreciating the murals. It's such a great insight.
Thank you. Yeah, nice to meet you guys as well. It sounds so exciting what you guys are doing on the island and all the travels you're going to do.
It's going to get silly, yeah. But no, just being able to see, to learn more about what's behind each one of these is great. But hearing so much more about the background of the project is just fantastic. So thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. And for anybody who's watching, you can just go to colormesxm.com and you can download the map. And as soon as you arrive on our island, you can follow the map through our main capital, Philipsburg, and you'll find all the murals. And on the same webpage, you'll also see a video of each of the artists.
I can't wait to go and find the rest of them now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.